Ready to eat. Buffalo Restaurant Week kicks off on Monday. You will be able to get a taste of what local restaurants have to offer in the area. From deals to exclusive menus, people can try out new and unique food items from 80+ restaurants across Erie County. And joining Dan and I in the studio is Buffalo Niagara's Vice President of Destination, Renata Tony. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely.
Of course,
Thank
you find Dan and I where the food is, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So tell us, what do we have here?
We have some samples of a number of a variety of cuisines here from some of our amazing restaurants. I'd like to say it's such a wonderful honor to celebrate our culinary community while also helping power the economy here. And that's what really is important to visit Buffalo Niagara.
Yeah, so let's go over. Let's start with this one. Tell us, what is this?
Well, this is from Laverdot.
Delicious.
Laverdot Smoke. It's Laverdot Smoking Soul Food Cafe, and it's from the wonderful Vivian Robinson who brought this over. Let's start. This is what you call a mini stretch mark slider, and it has brisket, bourbon barbecue sauce, Gouda mac and cheese, and Kel applesauce.
I'm definitely
going to
dig
give you the
into
whole
this
thing,
one
Dan.
right here, absolutely.
Yes.
Wow.
Yummy, yummy. You have taste from all over the world here.
Yeah, this is fantastic. All right, let's go down the line with this one.
Okay, moving down. This was
Dan is going in. He's ready.
I'm not waiting. You keep talking.
This was delivered from our friends from Asalam Diner and Kebab House.
Yeah.
And the restaurant is really a very interesting fusion of Indian, Pakistani, and Bangladesh food. And this is what they call, this is one of their most signature dishes. Very, very, very popular. It's called Chicken 65.
Ooh.
And it's fried chicken thighs with spices, particularly some spices that come from Portuguese traders that brought them to India many centuries ago. So that is Chicken 65.
All right, let's go down to the next one.
Moving down, yummy, yummy, yummy. We're in Italy now.
Yeah.
We've moved on to Italy now. This is a dish from Blue Cave Italian Restaurant, and it is briciole and orchetta pasta. And it has it's thin sliced beef stuffed with garlic, herbs, breadcrumbs, cheeses, rolled and simmered in tomato sauce and served with the orchetta pasta.
There is just so much deliciousness on this table. So let's talk a little bit about Restaurant Week now. What is it? What can people expect?
Expect a lot. I am so proud to report that we broke a record. We are now at 130 restaurants.
Oh my goodness.
Last year, and I'm sure more will stream in over the weekend. It is just a wonderful celebration of all things tasty in Buffalo and throughout Erie County. And we are just really excited next week, starting Monday, to just showcase all that tastes wonderful throughout Erie County.
Yeah, and how does this help Western New York?
Oh my goodness! Last year, we set a record with visitor spending. It was about over nearly $2.5 million. Half of that, $2.5 billion. Half of that, $1 billion was spent on food and drink.
Wow.
So and that was an 11% increase over the last year. So the culinary scene is really growing and expanding in Buffalo. So it's just a wonderful way that we can support our wonderful eateries. And I'd like to also credit the New York State, Western New York chapter of the New York State Restaurant Association, who we partner with to present this. They are phenomenal every year in supporting us through all this, but it helps everybody throughout this wonderful community.
That is fantastic. Nice. And you know, it's become so popular, you were saying, because you've had more and more restaurants come into that, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I heard those were burn-ends, by the way.
Oh, do you want another one?
I definitely think those were burn-ends. Absolutely. Can't get enough of this barbecue sandwich.
So if you find out that all this food is missing, we know who it went to, right, Dan?
Oh, going. I'm digging in again.
Renata Tony, thank you so much for joining us and bringing all of this. This has been such a treat. No pun intended there, right? Thanks so much.
Thank you for having me.
Of course.